Hello and welcome to mufcMPB. I'm your host Ash Meppers. Manchester United have just beat Fulham 1-0. To be honest, you're looking at that game and really we're lucky to get the winner. What was it, 91st minute, pass from Pelistri into Bruno. Bruno slots it home after a little bit of jinxing manoeuvres to create himself a little bit of space. Bruno didn't have himself a good game, to be honest. Again, just another game where he's misplacing passes. His energy's not where we've seen in the past. And yeah, on the whole, Manchester United today, it was a poor performance. I mean, we take the win, of course, but there's lots of worrying signs there for us as United fans. I mean, I'm looking at the defence and Maguire and Evans. Maguire, I think we need to knock him out before the game. Every single game now, just lamp him one, give him a right-hander on the chin because he played fantastic today. He didn't put a foot wrong. Although he probably should have been taken off. The referee should have took that decision and gone, you know what, you're a little bit woozy, a little bit, you don't look at it, so let's get you replaced. And we don't know what would have happened with Varane coming on, and Varane's of course a capable replacement for Harry Maguire, but Harry needed to be replaced today. Looking at him, he looked groggy. He looked a little bit drunk, if anything. So yeah, just like you would do after you're getting knocked out. Now, having said that, he's put in a good performance. Evans put in a solid performance. It's fantastic to have Wan-Bissaka back. Looks solid the majority of the game, and he's going to look better. He's going to continue to look better. A few moments down the right-hand side, controlling the ball and trying to get some kind of chemistry and interlink with Anthony. Anthony was horrendous today. I can't remember the last time I've seen a good performance from Anthony. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, 100 million. Pelistri came on and he didn't do too much better, but you can see the freshness, the energy, and you're looking and you think, well, we wasted 85, 90 million on the man. And his first touch, fantastic. Getting the ball out of his feet and looking for a pass, horrendous. It's just been poor. In that first 65 minutes Anthony had on the ball, he didn't have a shot on target and there wasn't a chance created in 65 minutes. So you can understand and see the frustration for Højlund when he's coming off the field, you know, and he's shouting and throwing stuff on the bench and stuff. You can understand his frustration because he's getting no service. Now, on the other side, you look at Alejandro Garnacho. I thought he had a solid game today, not only going forward, but tracking back, getting stuck in, just that little pitbull energy that he's got. You know, something that we've not seen of late with Marcus Rashford, who's looked a little bit lethargic on the field and kind of like he's not been interested. At least looking at Garnacho, he wants the ball. He's desperate to win the ball. He's desperate to just affect the play, and that's something we've not seen with Marcus Rashford. Hopefully now Garnacho keeps his place. We'll see what happens on a Tuesday, Wednesday against Copenhagen, but I'd imagine he should keep his place. He put in a solid performance today. A few iffy moments, you know, missed time tackles, stuff like that, but again, a great performance and better performance than I believe that Rashford would have put in today. So that's something. Christian Eriksen. Now, we need to talk about Christian Eriksen. I mean, it's just the midfield in general. McTominay in spells looks fantastic. You know, he on the ball, driving the ball forward, looks great. And then there was a spell in that second half for about 20 minutes, and I forgot that he was still on the field. He just ghosts and disappears. So it's frustrating to see, and you can't do that in the Premier League. You can't do that, you know, if you've got any aspirations to go and finish top four or win the league or win, you know, titles. It's not going to happen with a midfield of Eriksen and McTominay. When you're looking at those two in general, that's a bottom half of the table midfield. You look at Andres Pereira and Paulinho today. Would you swap? I'd swap. Let us know in the comments. But I would swap our midfield straight away. Well, at least this midfield that we've got out today, I'd definitely swap that for Paulinho and Andres Pereira. And we gave Andres Pereira away. You know, probably one that we should have looked to keep in house. Mason Mount again not getting any chances. Well, I say not getting any chances. Came on late in the game, but you want to see him start. And what is that 55 million transfer all about? If Erik ten Hag's not going to be playing him and putting him in the game. Now I understand. Yeah, maybe he needs a bit of time to bed in to understand the system. But I mean, what system? You know. Right now, we are looking like we're just guessing. You know, the players on the football field, it's almost like they're not thinking about the second, third phase. It's just, right, what do I do with the ball right now? Who's around me? It's pick up the head football. Do you know what I mean? Like, right, look around, see who's around, and then pass the ball off. You look at the first goal that we conceded as well. I mean, offside, you could point to potentially that should have been a goal. For me, that should be a goal. People would argue in the letter of the law with the fine details, if you're being pedantic, that Maguire affects the play. But are we going to get to a point where defenders need 5-10 yards from all opposition players around them? Like, a goalkeeper's, are we going to need to empty the box so goalkeepers have a clear vision of the shot? Like, what are we talking about? This shouldn't be the way with football. Okay, has he touched the ball? No. Has he directly pushed his man? No. That, for me, that, I don't know what you think, boys. Let us know in the comments. Let us know if you believe that should have been a goal, or if you believe, yeah, it was the right decision to call offside. Just another one of the VAR decisions that we've had go against us this year. I mean, you look toward the Højlund with a grab last week. Last week on Sunday, we had Højlund grabbing Rodri. Yet when Gabriel was grabbing Højlund against Arsenal, VAR didn't even look at it. And you look at the handballs we've seen across the Premier League this season, and you look at the Alejandro Garnacho shot against Romero, where Romero puts in a fine save. VAR's like, nope. It's madness, and I can feel for you, and I feel incredibly frustrated that we're not getting decisions from the referee. Even the 50-50s, the referees just don't want to know about it with us. So we're in a difficult situation where we've got to say to, Ten Hag's got to say to the players, look, don't rely on the referees, don't go down too easily, fight for everything. And we saw that in spells today, but not enough. I think Delo looking a little bit suspect down the right-hand side. Garnacho defensively, there was one moment where he left his man. Now, Anthony was horrendous. Højlund just not getting the service, so I've no issue with that. Onana, I mean, when you look at it, Onana didn't have much to do today. Didn't have much to do at all. So you could look at it and say, well, we put in a decent performance defensively, but there's a lot that needs to be improved upon. I would have liked to have seen Kobbie Mainoo today. I would have liked to see him get a run out and, you know, affect that midfield. But again, throwing him in the deep end, Craven Cottage, it's always been a tough place for us to go. Even though we get the wins, it always seems to be a last-minute winner. You saw that with Ronaldo back in like 2007-8, whenever it was. You saw that with Garnacho last year, you know, last-minute winner. It just tends to be a ground where it takes a last-minute winner from Fulham. And I feel sorry for the Fulham fans because they're always seeing us score those late last-minute winners. But who cares about that? 1-0 for us. We move on now to Copenhagen. That's going to be an interesting game. Whether you want to see Garnacho start, you want to see Højlund. Martial came on thinking about Martial and didn't really do too much. I mean, he's not done too much now for the last couple of years, has he? So there's no surprise in that. An okay performance from a team that really is a... You look at the defence, you look at the midfield, it's a mid-table team, isn't it, really, that midfield and that defence. So Anthony wouldn't get in the majority of the top half team sides. Garnacho, young kid. Eriksen and McTominay, I believe, doesn't get in a top 6, top 7 midfield. The same with Evans and Maguire. So right now, it's kind of par for the course. That's kind of what we're playing right now. And it's just how it is, unfortunately, for Manchester United going forward. We've got to get a few players back from injury. And we've got to look to improve the squad because, you know, we've spent a lot of money. Ten Hag spent a lot of money, and it doesn't look like there's been a big improvement in the team. If anything, it looks like we're regressing. So, and again, you point to injuries and stuff like that. Over on our X account, we've been saying another poor half, no urgency, not many chances were created, robbed by the VAR. The rest of the half was so average. I agree. That midfield needs changing, 100%. Thoughts on Anthony's first half? I think we can all be in agreement with that. Absolutely horrendous. What changes did Manchester United need to make in the second half? Well, we made a few changes. Did they affect the play? Not really. There was a big spell that Fulham had for a good 20 minutes where they were just peppering us with chances, the corners, and yeah, it was looking like a goal was coming from Fulham, but it wasn't to be, and we eventually snatched the win. So Anthony is absolutely awful. How do we spend 100 million on? Oh, let's not talk about that. Let us know in the chat. You know, you look at Anthony, 100 million euros. That money could have been spent elsewhere. I mean, okay, you might argue that we could have bought him for 40 million, but we spent 100 million. Ten Hag sanctioned it, and we're stuck with him now. Do you want to see him continue playing in the future? Do you want to see Pellistri on the right-hand side? I want to see Mount on the right-hand side deliver the ball into Højlund. Højlund's getting no service. Give the man some service. I completely understand why he's so frustrated today. We also said we've been so much better since Pellistri and Mount came on. There was a little bit of an upturn in performance, and yeah, a relief more than anything to get the win. And Harry Maguire, what a performance! So, boys, let us know your opinions in the comment section. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Keep following for everything MUFC MPB involved, and I will see you boys next time.